What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Detroit Love, with another video. Today we're going to take a look at this beautiful, beautiful cabinet, the Arcade1up Ms. Pac-Man Countercade. And let's evaluate the 3 mods that I would like to see, and we'll actually do one. So let's get it started. So, to mod or not to mod, that, my friend, is the question for this channel. And the answer is yes, you have to mod. But what that modification is going to determine on what you're willing to do, what's available, and whether it's even possible. So we're going to look at a few things. So 3 mods that I personally would like to have is the marquee backlit. I love to have the screen slanted, so you're looking down at it, more like the original. And I like to have some type of carrying, some type of handle, just to make it easier to carry this thing, because this thing has a nice weight to it. And it can be a little awkward when you're trying to grab hold of it. You know, it's definitely a two-hand job. I mean, I could get my hand under here and carry it like that, but that still is pretty awkward. So the handle is something I like to do, and we're going to do that before this video is done. That one's really easy to do. The next thing, I do not personally have any Arcade1up cabinets that do not have a backlit marquee. So this is mandatory, no questions asked. That has to happen. My boy, this ability is working on it. He originally or previously did the prior Countercade, the backlit marquees for those, but they have shrunken. They've shrunken this version of it. The 2020 Countercade is a little shorter, a little slimmer, and so that's going to make everything that was previously done just a little bit different. So he actually ordered the pink trim one that comes with Miss Pac-Man and Super Pac-Man from QVC. He's awaiting arrival of that, and he can do the measurements. I did give him the dimensions for this, but he also needs these where the holes are, so that you can put the screw in and the peg in. So he needs a little more information than just the dimensions of this marquee. So absolutely, as soon as he gets that available, I will have that. Now the screen, getting that slanted, boy, that requires quite a bit of work, because this screen is not only wedged between these 2 side panels, there's a groove on both panels that it fits into. So in order for you to slant it, you would have to have a router to be able to route that. And you'll have to measure correctly to make sure that everything lines up. And as you guys all have seen in my previous videos, I'm not so great at measuring twice and 3 times to get it right. I'll just jump into it and usually have some challenges. And today will probably be no different. Okay, so this ability is going to take care of the marquee. The screen slants, that's something that may never ever happen. but I'd love to see it. And the handle, I'll take care of that. So I'll show you the handle, and I think you're gonna like it because it just makes it so much easier. So let's get into it. This cabinet looks great no matter where you put it. It's a beautiful cabinet, and so you're definitely going to want to take this with you when you go to friends and family's houses to show it off and enjoy Miss Pac-Man and the other games. So today's mod is going to make it easier for you to carry it to those destinations. You know my motto, you use what you have. And so to make this project possible, we are going to use something that came on the actual box. So you see this box is equipped with 2 handles to allow you to easily carry this when you're purchasing it, but then once you own it, it make it very difficult to do so. So we're going to just use what we have and put this on the actual back of the cabinet. So these 2 things just snap together. One is a little bit larger than the other one, and they just snap together around whatever material that you can. So you can see here, this is definitely the groove. The back panel definitely would fit within this channel when they are snapped together. So this is definitely something that we can use. So it's just a matter of determining where to put it and just tracing out the larger circle for your cut. Now here you want to determine where you want this on that board. Now I have elected to do it higher than what most people are probably going to do. This project's much easier if you lower this by the location I'm choosing. If you lower it to at least 1 inch. So you see where I'm placing this at? That is going to require you to do an additional cut, because behind that spot on the actual cabinet there is what I think we call the H panel. Is the back of the backlit. The marquee. Is the area where the top of this board here screws on. So that piece of wood is in the area. If you go lower, then you just simply need to cut out this hole. Now, this is very hard to see. I really should have used a black marker or something. And realistically, I should have measured down on this side if I want. Now, this cut here will go a lot smoother if I had drawn the punch out on the back side, because this black sticker presents a problem. Once you get to cutting this thing and that sawdust spreads across this black sticker, it makes those lines that were very thin to begin with very difficult to see. So that is to be avoided. So I would recommend that you measure on this side to get it where you want, then transfer those measurements to the back side, the plain side, the side that does not have a sticker, because once the sawdust reaches the sticker, it is impossible to see where you're cutting. So flip the board over, transfer your whole dimensions there, and then cut it out that way. You'll save yourself a whole lot of grief. And remember to wear your safety gear, and safety first. Use a marker or something that's very easy to see to draw your circle as well, and you won't have much of a problem. All right, so you saw my heck job, but no one's the wiser but you who saw the footage. Looks fine. All right, so. So the placement of my hole requires that I cut this shape here out of the H panel. If you can go lower than that if you want to avoid having to do that additional cut. I just feel that your grip holding on to the H panel as well as the back panel will give you the strongest point. I think that the back board is thick enough so that if you did go lower, you wouldn't have a problem. I think the board is still whole. It's just that your hand would be lower down on the back panel. Either way it'll work. Now, I didn't bother showing you my heck job with cutting this piece out. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. It never is when you give me a saw. But I cut this piece out, and now I can install the back panel. It actually is the best place for it. It gives you the best grip, especially with my hand size. Anyway, see that? I have that. And I can put my thumb there. I got the support of that board as well. I can extend that out, no problem. And there's no flex. So you can choose the way you want to do it, but that's an option if you're interested. And you normally don't see the back, but even if you do see the back, it doesn't seem too out of place. It's a black and white scheme, and it fits. All right. So again, it's not perfect because this board is just hacked. But it works. And now, in one hand, grab this thing and go. All right, so I think this worked out pretty good. So this mod is real easy, but I think the other mods requiring Raspberry Pis or the 60-in-1 JAMA boards, I think it's going to be a little more challenging with this one because they changed the video board and they have made some smaller dimensions to work with. So in the next video, we'll check out those. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and I appreciate you. Please comment below. What do you think about the Countercade? Do you have one? Do you think about getting one? And subscribe if you hadn't. We're trying to get up in the ranks with YouTube. And if you're not commenting, if you're not subscribing or liking the video, it just doesn't help at all. So I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys commenting, subscribing, and liking the video. Hey guys, until next time, I'll see you on the web.